Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Courtney and today is another round of the DIY mystery box challenge. So this month's challenge is an anything goes challenge, which means we were able to go to any store that we wanted to and purchase items to send to our YouTuber. Of course, there's always those 2 wrap challenge items that we include, and the twist this month is that one of those challenge items had to be a non-perishable food item. That's right, we are sending food this month. Now there are 9 wonderful YouTubers participating in today's challenge. In the description box down below, there is a playlist that if you go and click on it, it will take you in order to each YouTuber so that the whole thing kind of makes sense, so that when you watch one, the next video is the person they sent their box to, and so on and so on. So who did I send my box to? Well, it's Jennifer over at Little Bit of Calm and Crazy. I think she's been pretty nervous to receive a box from me, but I think I went pretty easy on her. Now, who did I get my box from? It is from Natalie over at Design to the Nines. I'm super excited because I have to say she's pretty creative with the items she sent, so I'm a little nervous to see what she sent me, but I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's open up this box and see what Natalie sent me. Okay. Here's my box from Natalie, right here. I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. I just hope there's not a garden bag in here. If you've seen a couple of these challenges, you'll know that Natalie and Shannon, they kind of sent garden bags to each other. And let's just hope there's nothing fuzzy in it, because I do not need another mange tree. One is enough for me. So let's see. And fun fact, Natalie was actually the first person to send in a previous challenge a food item. I think I remember she sent tuna to Caitlin over at Crafts by Caitlin. So it was kind of her that gave me the idea. All right, let's open this up. Oh, wow. Aww. Okay, let's see. There's a card. Oh, here's a card. Yay. I love the cards. I have them all on my little board. I saved them all. It's got little owls on it. Okay, here we go. Dear Courtney, thank you so much for creating such a fun collab. I hope you have fun with box. I'm excited to see what you come up with. I try not to make it too crazy hard. Love you. Thinking of you during this time. XOXO Natalie. Aw, thanks Natalie. Gotta put that card up with the rest of them. Okay. This says gifts for you. All right. How nice. Little floral paper. Okay. Let's see. Aww. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that smells so good. Oh, it's a candle. How sweet. It's peach apricot. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. Thank you, Natalie. Hand poured in Lafayette, Indiana. She sent me a candle. That's awesome. Thank you, Natalie. I love candles. Okay. I'm excited what I see in the box so far. All right, so actually, let's see how I can do this. Okay, it's in my lap. All right, first thing we've got here is this a fabric? Yep. Oh, it's some fabric. Blue and white checkered fabric. Okay. All right. I'm excited. That's really cute. I love that. All right. We've got a chalkboard sign with a little hanger. So there's that. This is good stuff, girlfriend. Shaped canvas form and kind of a, yeah, it's a hexagon. Little canvas that's black. That's kind of cool. That's really neat. Oh, there's 2 in there. There's a black and a white one, it looks like. Yep, there's a black and a white one in there, so that's cool. Oh, some burlap ribbon. Can't go wrong with that. Let's see. Chalkboard paint, black chalkboard paint. Can you see that? There we go. Sorry. Camera's having focusing issues. Ah! Mod Podge. Okay. Mod Podge. I have a love-hate relationship with Mod Podge. Okay, these are cute. Oh my gosh, what? This is adorable. Dang, she sent some good stuff. Okay, so I'm assuming these go like this. Look at this cuteness. All right, it's a wood tray with 3 little boxes in it. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, this is so good. Makes me nervous for my challenge items. All right, let's see. We've got a stem, a floral stem. So here's some floral-y things. Oh, I almost got these for Jennifer. The little purple They kind of look like those, crab apples, you know what I'm talking about? Those things that would fall from trees. And then when you'd run around barefoot, you'd step on one and feel like your foot was dying because it hurt really bad. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know down below. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then a cute little canvas tote that says, enjoy the little things. This is also cute, Natalie. How am I supposed to make this? I don't want to change anything. Okay, chalkboard pen or tags. All right, can't go wrong for those. And some twine. Okay. All right. So here is dun 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 dun. I'm scared. She's really creative with her challenge items. Oh boy. All right. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh no. Is this like a 2-in-1? I don't. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Okay, so it's a. Oh, I don't want to rip that. Hold on. Stand by. Okay. So it's like a fate book. There's something in it. It says, there is power in kindness. So it looks like a book. I'm scared to open it. Okay. There's another gift inside of it. Okay. Okay. Oh no. There's 2. Okay, wait. Hold on. That must not be a challenge item. Oh no. Oh, she sent me 3. Okay. So, here's this. All right. That's a challenge. The big book of knowledge. I feel like. All right. Which one should I do? We'll do this one. Okay, this feels like rice. Oh, why did I say food this time? Okay, what is it? Okay, is it birdseed? Wait, what is this? Is this birdseed? I think it's birdseed. Am I right? Is it birdseed? It looks like birdseed. Or is it chia seeds? Some kind of seed concoction? I don't know. So seeds of some type. No, you'll have to tell me what this, I think it's, I don't know. Seeds. Okay. I can do that. All right, last one. Feels like tubes or something. Oh man. Okay. That's not too hard. Paper towel rolls. All right, all right, all right. Okay, Natalie. I get what you're laying down. All right. Make some nunchucks with these. Paper towel rolls. All right, so I've got paper towel rolls. I've got seed. Sorry, let me reach back down here. I've got seeds. We'll just go with healthy seeds. I'm pretty sure, I think it's like chia seeds and I don't know. We're just gonna say seeds. I need to stop dwelling on that. And the big giant book. Okay, she was pretty easy on me, I will say. I will say, but these paper towel rolls, or no, I think these are from I don't know what these are from, but anyway, they're sturdy. All right, I've got my items. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this, so let's nail these projects. Let's dive into this first fall DIY. So I'm going to be using the wooden tray with the 3 little wooden box inserts. And the first thing I'm going to do is just take some masking tape and go ahead and tape off the top and the bottom of each of the boxes. Once those are taped off, I'm going to go ahead and paint each of them a different color. I've chosen the color White by Folk Art, Hazelnut by Waverly, and Truffle by Waverly. Any ideas of what theme I'm going for here? Comment down below if you think you know. I've started by painting the white box, and each one of these is going to get 2 coats of the paint. Now, while I was painting this, my hazelnut and truffle paint was super thick, and I could have remedied that by just adding a little bit of water, but it also smelled bad. So I think, well, it didn't smell terrible, but it just didn't smell right. So this was the last little paint job these paintballs are going to do, and then I toss them, and then I'm going to let that dry really, really well. I pulled off the tape out of these boxes, and honestly, this is probably one of my favorite parts of DIYing, is pulling off that tape and having a crisp tape line. Am I the only one? Please comment down below if you find satisfaction in that. But what I knew I needed to do is when I set these little boxes in the tray, they set down kind of low, and I wanted them to be raised up a little bit. So I took some of the tower blocks from Dollar Tree, and I decided that if I hot glued 2 of those together and attached 4 total to the bottom of each of the boxes, it would raise it up a little bit and put it at the right height in the tray. So that's what I'm going to do. Just using hot glue, I'm going to attach those blocks together and get them glued to the bottom of each of these little wooden boxes. For the next part, I wanted to add a little label to the front. Pardon my phone if you see the name. Yep, I was chatting with Whitney from Whiskey and Wit while I was working on this part. But I took my Cricut and created a little sticker with vinyl that says S'mores Headquarters. I wanted to do something other than S'mores Station, something a little different. But if you don't have a Cricut, no fear. Simply grab yourself some stickers from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, or even use stencils and paint, and you'll still get a really cute look. Now for the individual containers, I've created this free printable. It will be linked down below along with anything else I use. I try to link everything down below in the description box for you. And I decided I didn't want to do the words like marshmallows, graham crackers, chocolate. I just wanted to use pictures. So I'm going to cut these out. Now I wish I had printed it out on white cardstock just to make it a little sturdier, but not that big of a deal. Once I got them cut out, I'm going to take a very, very thin coat of Mod Podge and attach it to the front of each of the boxes. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal. Once that's dry, I'm going to go ahead and seal over the front. I am going to make sure that that paper is dried on there first, so that way when I go to seal on top, it won't bubble up and get all annoying, and then everybody's like, why is this so messed up, and why are there bubbles, Mod Podge? Why are you like this? You know what I mean? Just let it dry and then seal it. And here it is all finished. Now you could make this multi-seasonal by not painting this paint stripe all the way around, but just doing the front, and then on the opposite side perhaps doing red, white, and green for a hot cocoa bar. The next DIY is really, really easy. Once I realized this was an easel, I decided to go ahead and make it a multi-seasonal piece, something that I could put in my kitchen. So I created this decal to put on there, but I also made you guys a free printable. It will be linked down below. And so I made a Christmas one because at Christmas time, my kitchen is all things gingerbread and baked goods. And then I also made a fall one. I know a lot of the fall signs are, you know, where they say the different words, but I was trying, because it was in the kitchen, that's why I said fall menu. And then I listed my items. So again, trying to change up the most common type signs that we might see, but I love this and I cannot wait to put it in my kitchen this year. This DIY, I'm going to be using some of the fabric that Natalie sent me, and for this I'm going to be making a tufted pumpkin. And here's the key to making the pumpkin. You want your measurements to be a ½ inch apart. So what I ended up doing is I folded my fabric over, and then I cut it at 7.5 by 8. So however small or however tall you want to do it, just make it about a ½ inch difference between the two measurements. I hope that makes sense. Once that was cut, I went ahead and folded the fabric with the inside out, and then I just took some hot glue and went ahead and glued the opening of the 2 pieces of fabric down the long side of the fabric. Now you want to grab some white thread and a needle. So here I just have a strand of embroidery floss, and as you know, you can pull apart. It's made up of 6 thinner strands. Fun tip here, if you want to pull them apart easier, put the middle section, as you can kind of see it's making a Y, put it in your mouth and then pull the other 2. Fun tips that you probably never knew that I did. Then this is where you're going to need your good eyesight. You're going to want to thread that needle and then fold the 2 pieces of the string together, the ends together, and then go ahead and double knot that. Now with your fabric still inside out, you're going to grab it, and where the hot glue seam that you made, you want to start to the left of that. You're going to go in, pull out, in, pull out. You're basically making a running stitch here, but just do a couple at a time, and then after you've done some, pull the needle all the way through, cinch it up, and then just continue that pattern all the way around until you get back to your starting point. Once you've stitched all the way around, it looks like this, and what you want to do is I just took the little tail from where I started this stitch and I just double knotted it, and then you're going to want to go ahead and take that thread and wrap it a couple of times around the cinched up fabric and tie it off. Once that is all secured, you're going to go ahead and fold it right side out, get it kind of fluffed and make sure it's good on the bottom, and then you want to go ahead and take your stuffing and fill it as much as you can. I'm just using old stuffing from an old pillow because I find that's the most cost-effective way to stuff things. Once you get it all filled, you're going to go through the same process again where you start to the left of your hot glued seam, and you're just going to do that exact same stitch in and out, in and out, in and out, and then you're going to go ahead and tie off your yarn. Actually, your string or dental floss or whatever you want to use to go ahead and stitch this up. You could even try fishing line if you like, but you get the point. Just tie it off with those two loose ends. The top of the pumpkin is all stitched up. Now here's where it's a little bit different than the bottom. We're not going to take that extra string and wrap it around, but it does need to be tufted in. Now, there is a little tufting tool. I've seen it. I do not know what it's actually called. I'm going to call it a tufting tool, but if you know what I'm talking about, will you please drop it in the comments so we can actually know the actual name of it. And you basically put your needle in it and then you're able to just stick it down. What I was doing here was trying to poke my needle through the fluff in a straight line to get it through the bottom. It was definitely challenging, but I did make it work. It just took a couple of pokes, a little bit of blood, but it was all good to go. And then once I got that tufted, I wanted to take some of the twine that Natalie sent me and go ahead and use that to make the segments of my pumpkin. And I'm just going to hot glue the twine to the very top of the pumpkin, wrap it to the bottom, and then hot glue it on the bottom. To finish off my pumpkin, I'm going to take one of these little wooden pieces. This came from Dollar Tree, I think 2 years ago, because I have not seen them in store since, and just hot glue that directly to the top. And then taking some brown floral wire, I'm going to wrap it around my finger and hot glue it on there, and then ta-da! I've got myself a fabric pumpkin. I grabbed the canvas bag for this next DIY, and I really liked the bag. It was super cute in that blue and white fabric. I probably could have done something really cute with that with the bag, but I decided I'm gonna just need the back portion of this bag, and I'm gonna make a wall hanging. So I trimmed off the back panel of the little bag, and then I needed to decide how wide I wanted to make it. Well, I had these paint sticks left over, and so I went ahead and just trimmed one of those down with my miter shears, and then once I knew exactly the width, I was ready to go ahead and do some hems on this. So instead of getting my sewing machine out, I just went ahead and took some Stitch Witchery and I folded the fabric over, applied some heat, and then I got some really nice crisp hem lines on the sides. I grabbed the burlap ribbon that Natalie sent me and went ahead and cut 3 pieces that were about an inch wider than on each side than my little canvas piece. And then I took some hot glue and just glued these 3 pieces of ribbon together. For the 2 painter sticks, I went ahead and stained them with some of the brown cream wax that came from Folk Art. I'm ready to assemble my wall hanging, so I'm going to start with the 3 pieces of burlap ribbon that are glued together, and I'm going to glue this directly to the cream colored fabric. I'm going to start by just putting a strip of glue along the bottom of the burlap ribbon and then glue it about a 1/2 inch off the bottom of the cream colored fabric. Then I'm going to flip it over and realize I needed to trim the burlap ribbon just a little bit on both of the sides, so I will do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue the sides of this burlap ribbon to the fabric. Once the burlap ribbon is glued down, I'm going to take both of my paint sticks and glue one of the paint sticks on the bottom and glue one of them on the top. Taking some of the twine that Natalie sent me, I'm going to hot glue a hanger to the top of this wall hanging. I'm going to grab the front of the canvas bag now and go ahead and trim off that little strip of cream fabric above where it says enjoy the things. Then I'm just going to take that fabric and cut it into 4 rectangles. Then taking some hot glue and some twine, I'm going to hot glue the tops of the rectangles by putting a little bit of hot glue, putting the twine down, and then folding the fabric over it. And what I'm making is a little pennant banner, but I didn't want it just to be straight, so I went ahead and curved them and made them more like a scallop look. And then from there, I needed to figure out what I wanted to put on them. And so I grabbed some wooden letters that I had. These came from Hobby Lobby a long time ago, and I painted them orange. And then I hot glued them to the banner that I made. And then all I needed to do was just attach this to my wall hanging. Now this is something that could definitely be a multi-seasonal piece. If you don't permanently or hot glue this banner directly to it, you could tie it in the back or pin it in the back, and then you could hang all types of different things throughout the year and make different types of little pennant banners to represent those holidays. I grabbed the 2-pack of canvas to complete this DIY, and what I decided to do was make a little fall display. So I started with some scrapbook paper that came from Hobby Lobby that I had left over from last year, and I traced around each of the canvas, and then I took some Mod Podge and glued the scrapbook paper down to the canvas. Then I grabbed 12 of the Dollar Tree tower blocks and I hot glued 3 of the pieces together. Once I had 4 little legs, I went ahead and stained them with some of the brown cream wax from Folk Art. And then I was ready to go ahead and assemble this, but first I did want to seal my little canvas, so I did go ahead and put a coat of Mod Podge on top of the scrapbook paper to keep that nice and protected. And then it was just a matter of hot gluing my legs into place, and now I have a little mini fall tiered tray that I can use to display fall decor. For this project, I will be working with the cardboard tubes and the bird seed, which was our twist item this month. And the first thing I did was take the tubes and mark them off at 1¼ inches. I just went all the way around, just making little hash marks so that I could cut these because I decided to turn them into napkin rings. Once they were all cut, I took some of the Mod Podge and I brushed it all over the cardboard cutout. And what I realized was, because I wanted to attach the birdseed to it, it worked a lot better to kind of dab it on and glob it on, not try to make super smooth strokes. So once the Mod Podge was there, I just dipped it in the bag of the birdseed and coated it really good and then let it dry. Once it was dry, I took it outside and used some clear gloss sealant and I sprayed it 3 times to make sure that those seeds were good and adhered onto the napkin rings. And from there, that's it. I've got myself some fall napkin rings that kind of remind me of corn and hay. I don't know, it just gave off all the fall vibes. There you have it, another round of the DIY Mystery Box Challenge. The next one will be Friday, September 24th. Thanks to all my buddies for participating in this one. Let me know down below which one of these DIYs was your favorite. Also, let me know this. With the fall season coming up, what is your favorite food item from the fall season that you could just eat forever and ever? Is it turkey? Is it pie? Is it caramel apples? I would love to know something from the fall season that you just absolutely love. Thanks again for watching, guys. Here are some videos you might enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!